Hi there, my name's Teresa, and if you are new, welcome to this YouTube channel. This is going to be my January garden tour. It's at the end of January 2024, and I am aiming to do these a bit more often, like at the beginning of each month. I only uploaded the December garden tour a few days ago, so now I'm going to sort of get into the swing of things so they are a bit more reoccurring, like on the right end of the month. But I thought I'd jump on quickly, film this because there's a lot of changes since the December one, and then just to document each sort of stage as I go. So as you can see, there's a lot of growth behind me and a lot of things that I need to actually get to and maintain. We've had some crazy weather here in Sydney. It's either been super hot, like 35+ degree days, or lots and lots of rain. So I have got a plan for next week to spend a little bit each day in the garden so I can get it back up to scratch, and I've got quite a bit to do, but I'm going to flip the camera around and show you. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. You can see a lot of growth since the last time. My first thought when I was walking up here was these cucamelons, and I've got quite a few now, and I just don't know when they're ready. So I feel like I should just pick one and try it, right? Let's see. It's always fun to try things on camera. This is the first time ever, so I don't know what to expect. So it tastes like a cucumber. This is what the inside looks like. Very seedy. It's a bit more tart. So I'm not sure if maybe they're not ready yet. Kind of a fun snack though. It'd be cool if my son liked to take them to school. School lunch. You probably can hear the chewing like crazy with this microphone as well. Anyway, they were fun. Lots more down there. We built this sort of trellis, or my husband built this trellis from like some shelving like stuff that we had. There's a few in there. This is asparagus. Once it starts to yellow, I can trim it back. But I just noticed these. Does anyone know what these are? Little things on the asparagus. That's really interesting. And this one here is leaning over quite a bit. So you can see. I'm really excited to get my asparagus. There's asparagus all along this whole side of this bed in here. But this zinnia plant has just gone crazy. I did not expect these to be so big. So this here looks like a leek. I did plant leeks here a little while ago. That probably can come out. Tomatoes, I can see a lot of rain and probably some sort of animal has come to help themselves there. We've got some fresh ones here. Some green ones. We definitely need to tidy up a lot. This is my loofah plant. It's going quite well. This one's probably the biggest one. And this one looks like it's cutting into the oh, I'm scared to touch it too much. Into the arch. This one looks good too. The baby one's there. So I'm excited to make sponges out of all of these. I've got a few down here as well. This is blanket flower. I actually had trimmed all of this off and it's just come back. I've got the end of this loofah. This is just, look how tangled this is. I'm trying to like untangle it discreetly so I can hang this back up. Artichokes have gone mad. Look at these. If you remember my last video, you would know that there's like chilies in here as well, which obviously everything's just taken over. As well as this bed. These dahlias. Look how big this dahlia plant is. I mean, they are very pretty. I haven't mastered exactly the time to cut them though. These lettuces, I'm letting them bolt and I want to collect the seed. So we've got this one. That one is just starting now, which is good. This one, I've got a red variety over there as well. These cosmos, oh my gosh, huge. Like, check out that root. Like, that's the main branch. I've got a bunch of tomatoes in here as well. Capsicum plant over there. Mint, chives, they basically look the same. This, oh my goodness. This was an unidentified mystery plant. But I'm thinking, holy moly. What are they? Gosh, look at this beautiful little bee. Oh my god. Okay, well, I was right. I thought it was a melon and I was guessing rock melon or honeydew. Oh my gosh. Okay, this eggplant here is looking very sad. Oh, so many sad things in the garden. This is like the long, skinny type. You can see some in there. Oh, some are down there too. Wow. This is my other tomato bed with cherry tomatoes. It sort of looks like it's coming to an end. And then I've got this other eggplant plant, which is the Black Beauty. These marigolds are looking so nice. They sort of, I didn't time the planting very well because these are now blooming when the tomatoes are pretty much finished. And they're supposed to protect the tomatoes. So I didn't do that well, but this colour of this one looks so good. Very pretty. So, and I had this really sad sunflower here as well that has basically all been eaten. It was quite tall. I had another one there. I had a few. This herb bed, I've got some really lots of noodles, red noodle beans, which I'm yet to try. I think I've left them too long. Something's gotten to them. Just when life gets a bit overwhelming, stop coming out to the garden. These zucchinis have basically all fallen out of this bed. I've got some more beans there. Some beetroot here, but I did sow beetroot along this whole way. And obviously they didn't all take, but I am excited to see some corn. Super excited about this. I've never grown corn before. So that is all very exciting. And this is watermelon. So I have one watermelon here. Oh my gosh, it's getting bigger. Oh, it looks okay. Just not sure. Not sure on it. But it's definitely getting bigger. Got so much work to do. I feel like I get super overwhelmed each time I come out. We've got these green zebra tomatoes here. You can kind of see one there. I want to make sort of like a preserve situation, but I think one of my stakes has fallen down. So this tomato plant is, I can see leaves that way, I can see leaves this way, so it's just gone a bit crazy, I think. These Rebecca's have come out, and I've also got a zinnia, which on my Instagram you would have seen this plant. I'm trying to like take a photo because that is actually a really, really nice view, but I've also got flies coming all over me. This is my passion fruit vine. I had a couple by seed and the rest we bought sort of seedling plants, me and the kids. Gosh, a lot of redirecting I got to do on this side. My goodness, there'll be nothing, no fruit or anything yet. I think they take a few years. Lots and lots of flowers. This I probably need to start picking before someone else gets to it. So these are jalapenos. But I've noticed this sticking out, so I'm not sure if that's a weed or not. But I have more jalapenos on that one, which is fun. I did want to pick these tomatillos. Something has happened. Something has happened to these. This was full. I was waiting for them to get bigger. There's nothing in them. So I couldn't make... Oh, look, that one fell off. Let's look inside. There's nothing in them. I'm not sure how to do this. Try to open it off camera quickly. Yeah, look, there's nothing inside. Might have to figure out what I'm doing with these. I wanted to make like a green salsa with them, which is why it's all empty. Grew these with the jalapenos, but I might have to just pick the jalapenos on their own. These petunias have gone absolutely crazy. But I'm still most surprised at these crazy plants that I had no idea what they were. And now I have some sort of melons. Oh, I don't know if they're honeydew. That's what I'm thinking. But it's very interesting. So I thought, since this video is a little bit shorter than my last, since I've shown most of this before, I thought I would take you to the back of the property where I'm very slowly starting another project here, which is eventually going to be an orchard. So at the moment you can see there's not very much happening. We have some lavender plants for what I want to border up as the front. This was full. This was a lavender plant that was on the property already, and we propagated it, split it all up, and tried to salvage it. I think it's so pretty. I love looking at all the details, like super close up. So eventually I will get some more lavender. As for trees, we've got a couple of fig trees. They're real little baby fig trees. We've got 2 olive trees, one here and one here. And I'm kind of envisioning this to be like the entrance to it. I'd like to do a fence or something one day. This is a mulberry tree. The main stalk of it died when we moved it. And now these leaves are not looking too crash hot either. So I'm going to have to do some research and figure out what's going on there. Got another fig tree here and one back there. This is a lemonade tree. So it's a type of lemon, but it's actually quite sweet and it's really nice to make actual like lemonade out of. This is an orange tree that we had on the property already, but we moved it here in this different spot. So you can see this part here is all dead. And this part looks to be okay, but there was oranges growing. Got one here. We did have a lot more. So I definitely need to pay a bit more attention to these trees and look after them because they're not growing the way I would like. And then along the back here I just have some grow bags of potatoes. Another experiment. I've never grown potatoes before. We did take one of the small bags we picked them and they were not edible. They were way too small. So yeah, another experiment. And then along this fence line, I have some blackberry trees, vines, whatever you want to call them. And I always forget to water them. So eventually I want to train them to just go up the fence so my neighbour can enjoy them as well. But yeah, not doing too crash hot. My dad had just delivered some beautiful blackberries to us. He's a really excited gardener as well. And he's also delivered figs. So my my plants here at in this garden are definitely not up to the right times with seasons and things. So I'm going to have to really pay attention and see what I'm doing. I'm definitely not paying as much attention as I should with December and Christmas, end of year, the festive time. Definitely time got away from me. So the more I put into the garden, the more I'll get out of it. I know that for sure. I'm just noticing more corn. I just don't know when corn is ready. That feels like there's a bit of something in there. Just crazy. I did actually just work out a plan for each day, what part of the garden I'm going to work on. And I think that's going to help me maintain it. Because right now, this is way too overwhelming for me. And I just feel like I don't know where to start. It's just way too much. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I probably will be filming a bit more as I tidy it all up. So I think that would be super interesting. And then we can see the progress as we go on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment if you've watched it or like it or something. This new YouTube channel is obviously brand new and I'd love your support. So thanks so much. Bye.